Hello everybody. So today it is horrible weather. It's not raining hard, but it's like a misty rain that's blowing with the wind. There's quite a lot of wind as well, so there's not really much that I can be doing outside with the horses at the moment. I literally am just getting up in the morning, putting them out and cleaning their stables and then bringing them back in again for the last few days. So yeah, that's why there's not been any videos, but you know, we've got to keep going with the weather, unfortunately. So this is the state of it outside of the stables at the moment. It is literally like a slip and slide out here. But there's not much I can do about it at the moment. We do plan on getting some stone to put down, but we just haven't got around to it yet. Again, everything, it costs money, so we've got to do it slowly because we spent a lot of money on the wood and everything and the rubber matting, getting the stable up for Queenie and Elsa. So yeah, so we've got to wait a few weeks and then we can do some more improvements to the stables, i.e. getting stone down and some other things that we need to do. So I thought I'd talk to you about our next steps and what we are going to be doing. So I do apologise for the wind blowing in my microphone. So as you can see, the field is absolutely filthy, and we've had like maybe 4 or 5 days of not heavy rain, but just rain, and obviously the horses walk around in it and they just mush it all up. So you can see Queenie's feet there, all covered in mud, but that's okay because it dries off. It dries off once they go indoors. So yes, our plans now are we need to get another paddock ready. Now, like I told you before, we've got plans for behind here to do a big riding area, like a riding school, everything there, but at the moment we can't do that because the ground's too wet. Again, it's money, I'm saving up for that, so it's just bits and bits at a time. So now they need a new paddock. So what I was thinking is to keep this one, so they got that, and we're going to open up the gate right down the end there, if you can see it. Open that up so that they can come through from that field around the tennis court. Sorry, bear with me. Yeah, so they can come around the tennis court round to here. So there's loads of grass here, as you can see. And then I was thinking to fence off here with electric fencing, so that stops them from being able to come through there. And then here fence off another area, so from this entrance they can come through. We'll put a fence all the way along here, past this tree, out there, go along. There was an old fence line there that joined up here on the end of the wall, so we're going to do that. So they've basically got fresh grass to eat, so they've got loads of grass here and around the tennis court, plus they still have access to that field as well where they're already in, which just means that that field is not going to be too churned up. This can all be eaten down, all this grass. They can come through here, and it means that I haven't got to make another entrance anywhere, because when I want to get them in, they're going to walk back round and I get them back out through there. So that is the next plan. Hopefully we can start doing that this weekend. We've got lots and lots of electric tape, which we used over there, and we've got lots and lots of posts, like fence posts, to put in the ground to attach the electric fence into. So it is just literally, they're going to have this area here I don't think it will go as far down as that big group of trees, not quite that far out, because that would just mean lots and lots of posts, and we've just got to work with what we've got. But if they can have another acre there, or half an acre at least, then that's good. That means that they can get lots more grass and that field's going to be saved. But also we have to be careful, because all along this wall here we've got loads of rose bushes, and the other side as well, so we need to make sure that the horses don't go near that. So we are going to have to fence off with electric fencing so that they can't get to the roses, because we don't want them to be eaten or stood on. And then here there's a bit of a mound of rubbish that needs picking up, so that has all got to come out before the horses can come in here. But there's loads of extra fence posts there. There's an old concrete post from an old gate that was here, so yeah, that all needs to come out. We'll get the digger in here. It just needs a dry day, because we don't want to turn up the field. But there's lots and lots of nice grass here, and it doesn't infringe on Billy's garden where he mows the grass. So Billy normally mows in front of this little bit of trees, so that means that we can fence off all along there, round here, and back again to the end of the wall. Yeah, it's just fence posts. We need to count how many we've got, because they're normally around 2 meters apart from each other, so we need to work that out, how many we've got and how many we can put in. And then once that's done, they've got a nice field. And then once the weather becomes better, and around April, end of April time, we can start getting this area done. So the first thing that we are going to have to do, which is going to be really expensive, is to make a big fenced off area for paddocks down here. It's the first thing that we need. So I need to put off a big square of post and rail, like a huge area, and then I can separate the fields to make paddocks with the electric fencing, so that makes it a bit cheaper. But first we need to get the wood, and the wood is quite expensive for post and rail. But yeah, that's our project next, is just first thing start with the paddocks, and then once we've got the paddocks, then we can build stables. Yeah, and so once the weather becomes better, the horses will not need to stay in a stable every night. So the only reason they're stabled every night at the moment is because of the weather. They haven't got anywhere to get out of the rain and the wind, so they have to go in a stable at night time. During the summer, the only reason they need to come in is if it's too hot and they haven't got any shade to get out of the sun. Yeah, so basically they're going to spend most of their time outside during the summertime, and then they will have new stables again here for the winter. Yeah, so it is just really the paddock that we're going to start with, and then maybe build a field shelter in there so that they've each got somewhere to go out of the sun, like I told you. And then that saves me a lot of money during the summer, because I haven't got to buy shavings and lots of hay and stuff like that, because during the summer obviously the grass grows back quicker than what it does during the winter. So yeah, that is our next steps. But yeah, it's just saving at the moment really, just to make sure that in a few months we've got enough money to get that paddock done and a start on the stables. And then after that's done, then we can think about putting a sand school in, or an arena, which is a safe place that I can train Queenie in without her being able to escape, because if she escapes and gets out, she's going to run around, potentially hurt herself, run into something, fall over, you don't know. So it needs, before I can do anything with her, I need a fenced off area that she can't get out of if she gets away from me, because she probably will. Yeah, so Queenie is not actually 2 yet. Her birthday is next month. Her birthday is like 2 days before mine, her official birthday. Horses do have 2 different birthdays, and I'll explain a little bit about that another day. But her birthday, she will be 2 in March, and so from that day is when I am going to want to try and start getting some groundwork done with her. So she's absolutely fine to lead around and do stuff with, but she needs a lot of exercise, she needs a lot of training on the ground, and yeah, I need somewhere to do that. So if I've got some paddocks and I can separate around 3 paddocks out there, that means that one of those paddocks I can use for exercising her in until I get an arena built or a sand school, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, lots to do, but obviously it takes time. We can't do everything at once. I'm paying for it, so I've got to save. Yeah, it's going to cost a little bit of money, but we need to source some wood from somewhere, maybe some reclaimed wood, or just have a look around, because we've only been to a few different hardware stores where they sell the wood, and yeah, we need to do a lot of research on that before we go and buy some, to make sure that we're getting a good price. But yeah, we haven't got to pay for labour because we'll put them in ourselves. So yeah, that is the next steps, guys. I'm just trying not to fall over all of this stuff on the floor. But yeah, it is going to be a long process. We're not going to be able to do everything at once. Like I said, it's priorities. So the next priority is grazing, and I need those paddocks put in, and then after that we can get everything else done. I'm gonna walk around this way and call the horses over if they'll come. Queenie, come on, come on. I haven't got any carrots. Oh no. Come on. Come on. Hello, darling. Oh, you got a snotty eye. Got a snotty eye. Lovely. Oh. Elsa, are you coming? Are you coming? Greenie. Greenie beanie. Hello, Elsa. Hello, sweetie pie. Hello, look, here comes Jealous. Here comes Jealous. Here comes Jealous. Oh. Greenie beanie. Oh, beautiful. She's beautiful. Always giving kisses, aren't you? I know, you're the baby, aren't you? You're the baby. Are you following me?